Speed! Filming it. I'm filming it.
I wrote this a couple of hours ago and it nearly had me in tears, so just bear with me.
Oh my!
So thank you for everyone coming. When I started at ALRA, I suffered from extreme back pain and got to the point where it's so bad that I thought I would never get rid of it, and it affected my training so much that I thought I was going to have to leave. So I was told to go and speak with Kirstie, and after a couple of chats we came to the conclusion that it was caused by emotional stress from past traumas, although I'm pretty certain she knew that from the very start. Long story short, I'm no longer in pain physically or emotionally, and it's thanks to Kirstie. I'm most definitely not the only one she has saved. People who are still here in their training and who have graduated and are making their dreams come true. Those people owe so much to you, Kirstie, and I know that you will always be welcome here, and there will always be a special place in our hearts for you. So from everyone here and everyone who unfortunately couldn't make it today, thank you.
Oh, here we go.
Literally just got here, oh my god. Hi. So I wrote something.
Sorry.
I'm going to sit down because every time I talk, I get very wobbly legs. So I'm just going to. I'm sorry I'm late, by the way. It's called having kids, right, Ian? You've actually this next woman up here. Okay. Is that a Christian name? Okay. Who's going to look after him for me? Thanks, Cole. Yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, this is quite hard, and it's been hard to write, and it will be hard to say, but there are some things to be said. So here goes. When I tell people I'm leaving ALRA, the first question normally is, well, what are you going to do? And it's a question I've asked myself over the last few weeks on numerous occasions, just with a slightly different inflection on the question, what am I going to do? What am I going to do when I'm not coming here every day and being part of the school that I love? What am I going to do without my daily dose of brilliant Jane Vickeryisms? And what am I going to do without being called the actual Walking Dead and nasty bitch?
What?
And what am I going to do when I have no one to call me a voracious velociraptor in a headscarf?
Not guilty.
I know. And what am I going to do without you lot? The thing about working in drama schools is you get used to saying goodbye to people. That's the game. You spend such an intense amount of time with people over 3 years or 15 months or 1 year, and you literally go through the mill with them. hold them when it's shit, and embrace them when they push through that wall that's dictated to them that they cannot do this anymore. And then you proudly watch them graduate and flee the nest of drama school and fly. But this goodbye is particularly hard for me because I suspect this might be the last time I say goodbye to a drama school. And I'm saying goodbye to you lot. So to help me with this goodbye, I'd like to refer you to your timetable. Because for me, everything I want to say is all there. Everything I hope for all of you is in what you do every day. Oh my goodness, just seeing more faces. Everything is what you do every day, from Monday to Friday, 8:40 till 5:45, whatever the fucking timetable is, I've never got used to the change. So like I said, here goes. To all of you actors, all of you, you are storytellers, and you have a voice, and you can put that voice into text, to be heard, to tell that story, to tell it with bravery, with balls, and with honesty. Movement. You are part of one. One of the most important ones, in my opinion, now more than ever. There are people out there who are trying to halt your movement, to say it's not important, that it's a disposable commodity. So you have to make your movement bigger and stronger and louder. With articulation, see what I'm doing here? And voice. All the tools you have to win this game are in your body, which you must look after and you must be proud of. But as important as you are, you're not firefighters, you're not paramedics, you aren't saving lives. So you have to keep what you do in context and keep your feet on the ground. Your job is to tell the story of those who do save lives, who break boundaries and achieve the amazing. And by telling those stories, you provide enrichment to the lives of others. Always be a part of a project. And keep contributing to this creative movement in whichever way you can. Study and improve skills. And keep a constant tutorial with yourself. Pursue the work you believe in and swerve the work that you don't. Do not go quietly into the night, but go forward with dignity and honesty and credibility. Don't be a dick. Be the opposite. So I'm about to run the risk of crossing over whatever line may even exist between me and you guys. I'd like to thank you for something, and it comes from the bottom of my heart. When I started at ALRA 3.5 years ago, I had a full head of lovely brown hair. Didn't like it, didn't appreciate it, but I do now. And then I got alopecia about 18 months ago. And when my alopecia really began to kick in, I was terrified by what was happening. It was real and it was visual, and it got to a point where I couldn't hide it anymore, and I didn't want to hide it anymore. But I knew that meant I had to come out and be honest about something that I'd hidden for so long. I cannot imagine a better, more supportive and accepting a place to go through that than here. In one of the first pieces of writing I released to coincide with me wearing headscarves and hats and wigs, I referred to you lot as tremendous, because you were, and you have been to me throughout all of this, and for that I thank you from the bottom of my heart. My mantra is it's only hair, it doesn't matter. There are people with far worse things going on, and all of that is true, but there have been many, many more mornings that I've woken up and just wanted to stay in bed and hide away, not get up, not put a headscarf on, not do anything, not be in public. And on those mornings, I can honestly say that I thought of all of you, and And that was sometimes enough to get me out of that bed and come here, where I wasn't judged or pitied, quite the opposite, actually. Quite the opposite. And you always made yeah, you. And you always made my days so much better than 6:30 in the morning told me it was going to be. So thank you so much for helping me. Not that I think you thought you were helping me at all. I'm going to stop now, and to be honest, I've spent my entire time at ALRA blowing smoke up all of your asses. I think you get that. I think the world of you all. So my last thank you is to the staff, really. They are the ones who make this place what it is. The most dysfunctional, brilliantly disorganised and passionate family that I'm so proud to have been a part of. I'm so lucky to have had this job where I come to work every day and spend my time with people that I love, respect and admire. They deserve so much thanks for putting up with you lot and with me. And it's sadly so rare that people get thanked for what they do. It becomes almost a given that they'll do it, that it's their job, and they should be grateful to even have a job. But there is a difference between you doing your job and going the extra above and beyond miles that this staff at this school do. There is so much that goes on behind the scenes that you guys have no idea about. But it does go on, and it goes on for you guys. And for that, they bloody well should be thanked. So, just to finish, when my kind of little universe came crashing down, as it were, I found myself in a very unusual position of the one who needed help. I've always been the one who has tried to help, who's tried to fix people, and that has been to my detriment at times, but fuck me, I'm stubborn, and I wasn't going to try and give up on being that person. She's the only person I know. So when I was in need of support and advice how to get through what was lying ahead for me, I was in uncharted territory. I know I've said to many of you in this room, once you say the words, I need help, it's out there. And it cannot be unsaid, and that help will come. And I didn't get as far to actually have to say those words, but Jane Vickery clocked how I was feeling and said, let's go into radio. I said, how are you doing? I said, oh. And she said, one of the most brilliant things that anyone has ever said to me. And she said, every day, no matter how you're feeling, every single day, try to practice magnificence. And I've tried to do that ever since. And I would love that to be something that all of you do as well. Be magnificent. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I will miss this place so much, and thank you for being here. And that's it.